Hello, 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 hello. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Hi. Type your ones and twos, guys. You guys already know the drill. If you think trans women are women, go ahead and request the box. Good to see you guys. Hi, Liz. Hi. I don't know how to pronounce your name. It's like in a very weird font. Type your ones and twos, guys. We are just looking for some debates. So type your ones and twos, guys. We are just looking for some debates. If you think trans women are women, request. Type your ones and twos. We are just
Yeah,
looking for some
it's
debates,
me
guys.
again.
Yeah, I know it's you. So yet again, you can't say that a woman is a person who's feminine or a person who has long hair because there are lots of women who are not feminine. There's lots of women who are masculine, and there are lots of men who are
Yeah, they
feminine. So
are
that's not what defines.
unfortunate males and unfortunate females who can't live the life they were meant to live. So it doesn't erase the
I'm
fact that
sorry.
I,
Sorry. You said a woman is a person who lives a particular social life, and the social life is having long hair and being feminine. Are there women with short hair who are
well, excuse me, it's
masculine?
not what I said. I said like such as. It's not what defines it.
I'm not going to be gaslit. Dos, can I get your age?
Hello, I'm 19.
Okay, sir. Do you think trans women are women?
No, and also I don't think that it was wrong that Alex Consani was on there. I don't know if it's because I love him, but no.
It was a women's runway. Why should a man be on a women's runway show?
Um, See, this is like America's policy, so they don't really care.
I'm not talking about what is the case. We're talking about what should be the case. Why should he have been on the runway if he is not a woman? It was a women's runway.
Maybe it's for marketing purposes. He's
At
very
the
popular.
Okay, so you think that so for marketing purposes we should deny women and disenfranchise women from their opportunities in modeling
No,
for marketing, right? So then marketing is not the
that
reason
I
why he
dis
should be there.
yeah, that I disagree with, but people are going to do what they want to do. So
We're not okay. Listen to me very carefully. We're not talking about what they did. We're talking about what they should have done. That's not what we're talking. We're not talking about what they did. We already know that that's what they did, and that they're allowed to do whatever they want to do. We're talking about whether or not it was okay. Okay, so we're talking about what should have been the case. Are you not tracking what I'm saying?
it wasn't fair for women. I must say that it wasn't fair.
Right. So then, why should he have been on the runway if it's not fair to women on a women's runway? It was a runway for women. Why should a man have been on a runway for women?
That's a question I cannot answer. I'm sorry.
I feel like it's very easy. He shouldn't be because he's not a woman. That's the point. Men should not be on women's modeling shows. It was for women. So how about women get some respect and we don't put males in women's modeling shows and then let the males compete in another category?
That's right.
Okay. And for the person in the comments saying that she's so hot, she is
E.
so hot. You guys are so weird. Like it's actually so superficial. Telling me that I don't care how good a man looks, he does not belong in women's
And
modeling. I don't care.
can I say something? To the
It's very
woman
boring.
that like uphold with this, they are the ones that chicken you out of your spot. So you claiming that a man is a woman that can't reproduce, how that would end for you guys?
What? What did you even just say?
No, I'm talking about the women that are saying trans women are women,
Okay.
that are making
Anyways,
it
I'm
bad
gonna move
for
on.
them.
Type your ones and twos, guys. We are just looking at the debate. If you think trans women are women, go ahead and request the box. This is a troll, I believe. I could be wrong though. So type your ones and twos, guys. We are just looking at the debate. Can I get your age, please?
Not long. I love
Can I
your
get your
work.
age?
27.
Don't know what you're saying. Okay, right. Are trans women women?
100%.
Okay, why don't you get in and tell me what a woman is then? And you left. You see, just like their fathers do, they always leave because they can't justify what they believe. It's very, very crazy.
Yes, this is indeed a woman.
Okay, so tell us what a woman is then.
A woman is a female human being.
Alex Kansani is not female.
I know, but that looks like all women to me.
I didn't ask you what he looks like. I asked you what he is. You said he's a woman. You didn't say he looked like one.
Well, why can't he be a woman?
Because he's not female.
But he looks female.
Okay. Can fool's gold be gold because it looks like gold?
Yeah, and they sometimes they still shine the same.
No, but it's not gold is the point. So
I
fool's
mean,
gold will never be gold regardless of how much it looks or resembles gold. So trans women
I
are not
think
women
I do
regardless
think
of their
that
resemblance.
I think most trans women though do, at least most respectable trans women, they do understand that they're like they weren't born women. It's like they're a subgenre of
They're
woman.
not a subgenre of anything woman. They're a subgenre of everything man. They're men.
No, that's woman.
No male can be okay. They can't be a subgenre of adult human females if they're male. There are no males who are subgenres of adult human females. The only persons who are
Except
subgenres of
except
adult human
her.
females are human females.
Except her.
I'm sorry?
Except her up
No,
there.
there's no exception. He is male. You're part of the problem. You're part of the women who make this thing an issue. So you say you acknowledge that womanhood is biological, but then you go ahead and say, well, if a man mimics the female sex to the degree that you find satisfactory, then he's a woman and he's the exception. No, no males are the exception to this.
I don't know. I feel like if you put that shit on, it's an exception. I do.
No, he is male. There is no exception.
But
Alex Cansani is male. You said a woman. You said a woman was an adult human female. You didn't say it was an adult human female and sometimes an adult human male. That's not what you said. You said a woman was an adult human female. Therefore, no adult human males are included. It's very, very simple.
we want to include them.
No, I don't know who we is, but you want to include them and you can't because you don't have a definition of the word woman that includes trans women.
I mean, I guess I'm saying we, as in people who support trans women.
Yeah,
Because
traitor. Yeah, and as a woman, if you support the trans, and as a woman, if you support the trans women, you're a traitor to women.
I think if you feel like a trans woman could take your spot, you're just not a woman. You're just not woman enough to
Okay, and
think
this is where, and this is where
like
the, and this is where
I've
the,
never
and
I
this is
personally
stop,
I've never
stop.
looked at a trans woman.
And this is where the misogyny comes in. You're telling women that they're not women enough because a man who wants to be a woman took their spot. Are you fucking insane?
No, I'm telling women they're
That's
not women
literal
enough.
internalized. That's literal.
But
It's literally internalized misogyny. This is just misogyny, quite frankly. For you to say that a woman is not woman enough because a man took her spot.
no, if you're going to think a man can take your spot,
But
you're
he
just
did. But he did.
half of us, if I'm going to be honest,
He
there are
did.
some
He did take. I'm sorry. He did take their spots. He did. They didn't want him to, but he did. He took their spots from them.
who would have been better.
I don't care who would have been better. There should be no males on a women's runway. It's very, very simple, hon.
But who would have been better?
I don't know nor care.
No
No
one.
males.
No one.
No
That's the point.
males. No males.
No one would have been.
No males.
She is a woman.
He is not a woman because you said a woman was an adult human female. Trans women are not adult human females.
Is a woman. And
You're just going to keep repeating the same thing when you know that your internal belief contradicts what you're saying. You just said that a woman was an adult human. If you interrupt me again when I'm talking, I'm just going to drop you from the box. Stop interrupting me, please. You said that a woman was an adult human female. If a woman is an adult human female, how is he as an adult human male a woman?
Because I said so.
Okay, you're a dummy. We're going to move on. Joe, can I get your age?
Yeah, I'm 27.
Okay, all right. Are trans women?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all know what to type in chat. Why don't you go ahead and tell me what a woman is?
Well, the last person described it as an adult human female, so I guess I can use that one.
Trans women are not adult human females, so that doesn't include them. So trans women are not women.
So, does the adjective change the noun?
I'm sorry, trans women are not women because you just said that a woman was an adult human female. Can you address that, please? Because trans women are not male. Sorry, trans women are not female, sorry, they're male. So they wouldn't meet that qualifier.
I'm glad
So-
you agree trans women are not male.
They are male.
You just said different, but it's okay.
I misspoke. It's called misspeaking. So I misspoke. I corrected myself the moment I said it. So trans women are not female, they are male.
Okay, yeah, no, I mean, that's just like, kind of a logical, like the adjective doesn't change the noun.
I'm sorry, I don't see how this addresses the point that your definition of the word woman does not include trans women. If you're saying trans women are women, you're going to have to give a definition of the word woman that is inclusive of trans women, not one that excludes them. You said that a woman was an adult human female. Trans women are not adult human females, they are adult human males. So your definition does not include them.
So, is English a first language for you?
Okay, all right, I'm going to try one more time. If you don't want to answer, I'm going to drop it from the box because you're not engaging with anything I'm saying.
You're
You said
not
that a woman is
engaging with
you said that
anything
a
I'm
woman is
saying.
you're asking a bunch of red herrings that have nothing to do with the question. You're stating that women
No,
are adult.
it's
Sorry, if you interrupt again, we're going to have to drop you because you don't know how to act like an adult. Stop interrupting and listen to the questions and answer them directly. Okay? We're not dealing with children here. Right? How old did you say you were again?
how old are
13?
you?
How old did you say you were?
27? You said
20,
13?
27 in this term. That's crazy work. All right, so let's go again. You said that
What
a
are your
woman.
pronouns, by the way?
You said that a woman is an adult human female, right? Trans women are not adult human females; they're adult human males. So your definition of the word woman does not include trans women. Therefore, your statement that trans women are women hasn't been proven. Let's try again.
Well, no.
What is a woman?
A woman is a adult human female.
So trans women are not women because trans women are not female.
Well, no, because the trans, the word before the word woman, this is what I was saying with adjectives and nouns. It's describing the type of woman it is,
Okay,
right?
but
That's
they're
why
not
I
a
asked
type.
if
But they're
you
not
knew
a type of
English.
adult. But they're not a type of adult human female. So
Well, okay, so then why are you calling them trans women?
I call them men. I'm just calling them trans women so you dummies can understand. I call them men. They're just men.
I mean,
Well, I'm
I've
using
heard
the
you
word.
say
I'm
trans
using the
woman a
term. I'm
million
using the term
times.
trans women just to help you understand. But they're men. Can we all type men in chat for
So
Goofy?
you're being
They're
disingenuous.
men. No, they're not. I'm not being disingenuous. I'm using the word so that you understand. I just call them men. They're just men. It's very simple. But I call them trans women because apparently you guys need the distinction. Thank you, Raph. Can I get W
So
Raph in chat? Thank you, love. Can I get W Raph in chat for the fest chasers? I appreciate you. So yet again, trans women are not women then, because they're not adult human females.
so then why does the term trans woman, trans man, trans anything exist?
Because they decided that they wanted to call themselves that. I mean, just to clarify, just because the word, what's it called? The word exists in the phrase doesn't mean that it is that type of thing. So, for example, is a hot dog a dog? A type of dog? Does the
No, because
does the
it's a
adjective
product.
does the adjective hot modify the noun dog and now it means that it's a dog that's hot? Pretty sure not.
The-
So, right, so there are lots of words that exist.
That's a
So
fallacy.
what
A hot
what
dog is a product. You're
what's
not
the name?
describing.
What's the name of the logical fallacy I just committed?
So a hot dog. The
Sorry,
adjective
answer
is
the
not.
question. You said it was a fallacy. What's the name of the fallacy I'm committing by saying that?
I mean, talking about children, you're not letting
Sorry,
me answer.
you said that I committed a fallacy. What is the name of the fallacy I'm committing?
Right. So
All right.
like hot
So
dog is
all
not.
right, so you don't know. So we're gonna move on to somebody. Can I get your age?
I'm 25.
Yes, sir. All right. Do you think trans women are women?
No.
Okay.
But I question why men can't be Victoria's Secret runway models.
Because it was a women's showcase, so no men should be there.
No, it's for people who want to buy bras and panties.
No, it was a
Men buy
women's.
that.
It was. You want me to read out the name of the showcase to you?
Yeah,
It was the women's lingerie showcase.
it was
So
called
for
that.
women. Yep, look it up. Women.
Well, men
So it
can
was-
buy
so-
women's lingerie.
No, I'm not. Okay, listen to me very carefully. I'm not questioning who wants to buy the product, but it's women who are to model the clothes. So women get to model the clothes. If any men want to go ahead and buy lingerie because they're freaky and they have autogynephilia, then they can go right ahead. I'm not stopping you. But no men should be modeling in the competition. It is for women. Women deserve their representation, and women's representation should not be taken away by men in dresses like this young man up here. Right? So that's why. So no men, no males should be in women's modeling competitions. If you want to buy the lingerie, if you want to wear it, if you want to purchase it, that's none of my business. I don't care what people want to wear. I'm very, very pro people wearing whatever they want to wear. Do whatever you want. But it's called a women's modeling showcase for a reason. We should respect women, have some dignity, give women the dignity and the respect they deserve, and not give men their spots in their modeling competition.
I think it's called Women's Showcase because it's showcasing women's clothing.
No, the
That can be
feminine.
it.
I'm sorry. It's still women's showcase, so no men. I don't know what you're not getting here.
No, but like we call it women's clothing, right? But that doesn't mean that men can't wear it. You know what I'm
Men,
saying?
sorry, you're not addressing my point. Men can wear the clothes in their own private time. Only women get to model it. It's for women to model.
No, I feel like you're not addressing my point. My point is like just because it's called women's doesn't mean that like it's exclusive to women.
That's exactly what it means.
Women's
That's
clothing.
exact. If it's a
No.
women's showcase, women get to model the clothes. Okay. Let
No.
me give you an example. If I'm having a black modeling competition, black only modeling competition, okay, and I say to you, I want black people only in the show. It's for black persons to wear African gowns, for example. Can a white person who wants to identify as black, go ahead and go into the competition? Because anybody of any race can wear the clothes?
No,
Right.
actually,
So the same
no.
thing applies to gender. So just because everybody can wear the clothes doesn't mean everybody gets to model the clothes.
No,
So it's a
but-
black. Can you stop interrupting? So anyone can wear the clothes. Nobody has an issue with anybody wearing the clothes. Only women get to model it, just like only black people get to model it. Okay?
Can I okay. The people modeling the clothes are the people wearing them. Like it's the point of it is to show what it would look like on someone's body. And for your
You're not even
example-
listening to anything I'm saying. So I might just have to drop you because you're just responding to things. We're talking about the consumer versus the model are two different things. Both men and women can be consumers for the product. Nobody has an issue with both men and women consuming the product. You can be a consumer for lingerie if you're a man. Go ahead and wear it. It is a women's lingerie showcase. It is for women to model. No men should be modeling it. Unless you're going to say that because anybody of any race can wear any clothes, then a black only modeling competition for African gowns that white people should go on the stage.
I don't see why white people couldn't model like
Then you're
African gowns.
just racist then. Moving on. Can I get your age? Can I get your age, please, sir?
22.
Okay. Are trans women?
Yes.
Okay. Y'all know what to type in chat. Why don't you go ahead and tell me what a woman is?
Why you gotta be so rude, bro?
Sorry, why you gotta be so fucking dumb? Do you want to tell me what a woman is?
Yeah, so a woman is an adult human female in a biological sense, but socially we also use the word woman for people who live in a presence in that gender role. So when I say trans woman or woman, I'm using the social meaning, not like pretending biology changed. So therefore, I just want to get that straight with you.
Okay. Oh, y'all know what to type in chat. So what's the gender role of being a woman? Go ahead. That men don't play. Y'all heard it here first. Y'all are not people. Y'all are gender roles now.
I ain't say that. You don't want to give my credit, but anyways,
I'm not going to give credit where credit
a
is due.
woman a woman can be understood in two ways. So there's a biological, an adult human female, and then socially.
You already said this. I'm now asking you to expound on the social understanding. You said that there was the biological. We can move that aside because trans women are not adult human females. You then said that woman can be described as a gender role. Describe to me the gender role of being a woman that men are not a part of. You people are weird.
My fault. I was on you. You had me on mute, but
I did because you kept repeating yourself and you didn't need to repeat yourself, so I had to help you out. So let's try this again.
I
You already
understand.
clarified. Sorry, do you hear me talking? Beautiful. So you said that. Can you stop? Because we know you like trans women. It's okay. You want to sleep with them and you like to stick your dick in their booty holes. It's okay. Sorry, sir. It's okay. We know you like to stick your dick in trans women's booty holes. But today we're gonna unpack your misogyny today. All right. It's okay to be. Can we all type? It's okay to be gay for sir right here. It's okay. It's okay to be gay. It's okay. It's okay to be gay, nigga. It's okay. We got you. All right. Now we're gonna try this again. You're saying that there's a social understanding of being a woman, right? And that social understanding relates to gender roles. Can you describe to us what it means to be a part of the gender role of woman? Describe the gender role of woman in a way that distinguishes it from the antithetical gender role of man. Go ahead.
Look, what I was trying to say is that there is no specific gender role that identifies a woman.
Okay, great. So then you can't say a woman is a gender role then. Bingo. You get bingo in chat for Goofy? So you can't say trans women or women through gender roles because there is no specific gender role that makes a person a woman. Now you're getting it. All right, there you go. So
if there's no specific gender role that defines a woman, then woman can't just be a role. A role can change, but sex doesn't.
exactly. That's why men cannot be women and gender roles don't define them. Exactly. Run right into the point.
That's why woman isn't a behavior or a vibe. It's a biological category. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You're proving my point. You're proving my point. You're proving that womanhood is not a behavior, it's not a role, it's not a social or a social idea or social concept. It's biology. Nigga, you run right into the point.
Okay, so exactly, if you can't list a gender role that only women can fulfill, then a woman cannot be identified by gender role. Is that exactly? So that proves my point. Woman equals sex, not stereotypes. Get your ass on, nigga. I walk shit down, nigga. I walk shit down. It's fucking off, bro.
That's my point. We agree. What do you think I've been saying?
I don't think you understand what I'm saying, bro.
Okay, this is what's happening right now. I'm saying 2 + 2 is 4, and then you're going, no, 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 is 4. Nigga, it's the same conclusion. It's the same conclusion. You're just getting there differently. That's what's happening right now. I'm saying 2 + 2 is 4, and you are going 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 is 4, and then saying, I'm right and you're wrong. That's what's happening right now. We agree. Gender roles do not define women. Social roles do not define women. Woman is defined by sex, not gender roles. That's the point. So you can't say trans women are women through gender roles because woman isn't a gender role. Bingo.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's why if you're gonna help me and persuade me why trans women are women, you just gotta hear me out, and I just need your response.
I'm not trying to persuade you that trans women are women. I'm saying they're not women.
So I'm trying to tell you if gender roles don't define women and social roles don't define women.
Go back to Section 8 housing. Ali, can I get your age?
Yes, I'm 21.
Okay. Are trans women?
They're trans women. I mean, biologically, they're not women.
That's circular. You can't say trans women are trans women. That's not telling me anything.
Well, let me tell you something. You cannot be saying shit like this.
No, let's try again. You can't say trans women are trans women because that's circular. Incoming homophobia, by the way. I'm waiting for the homophobia to come out.
Are you transphobic?
No.
Okay, so what are you trying to what are you trying to get? Are you trying to get what Alex Consani? Are you trying to say anything about her, or what are you trying to say?
Not a her, that's a he, but yeah.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. Using grammatically accurate language is crazy.
No, what's crazy is how are you gonna go and say this about other people who are being oppressed when your race has been through this? That doesn't make any sense to me. Girl, act right.
I'm sorry, what does my race have to do with anything?
Your race has been oppressed and been through shit like this, and all that.
Yeah. You know who has also been oppressed? You know who's also been oppressed? You know who's also been oppressed? Women have been oppressed by males. So when males go ahead and claim that they're women, they're redoing the oppression that they historically did. They're just telling them that they're women in the process. So women have also been oppressed. But you don't want to talk about their oppression. You want to talk about black people and their oppression. How about we talk about the oppression of women from males? And then when the males go, my pronouns are she, her, y'all lap it up like milk and think that it's, we're being trans inclusive, when all you're really doing is re-perpetuating the oppression of women. And that's what you're doing. Okay? So, yet again, this has nothing to do with race, right? Because we're not talking about race. All right? So, let's try this again. You think trans women are women? You said yes. Why don't you go ahead and tell me what a woman is, since trans women are women so bad?
Like I said, there's a big difference between a trans woman and a woman.
I don't see how this answers my question. You said that they were women. What is a woman?
A woman that looks like a woman, that acts like a woman.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to help you. I'm going to ask you a quick question, and then we're going to move on from there.
Okay.
Did your mother ingest Tylenol while she was pregnant with you?
Tons of it. I think she bathed in Tylenol, actually.
Okay, that makes sense now. All right, so let me help you out here. When we're defining a word, I'm gonna help you out, boo boo. So, When we are defining a word, we do not repeat the word that we're trying to define in the definition of the word. It makes it what chat? Circular. So you can't say a woman is a person who looks like a woman, acts like a woman, dresses like a woman. You're not describing anything. Okay? You're just repeating the word again. All right? So let me give you an example. If Johnny want to define dog, Johnny no say dog is animal that looks like dog because Johnny is not telling you what dog means. Johnny will use a different word and explain what word dog means without repeating word dog. Okay? That's what we do. All right? So we're going to try again. You're going to tell us what a woman is. Right? And be smart because there's almost 600 people watching you. Go ahead and tell us what a woman is. Let's try again.
Let me try again because obviously I'm a little slow.
No, understatement. Huh?
So it's just funny to me how you try to like act and you have these mannerisms of a woman, and you have lip gloss on, your hair is so put up tight. That's what's crazy to me because you're trying to impose as a woman and you're now coming for trans girls. It's just crazy to me because, girl, aren't you a man? What do you have between your legs? If that's the case, then you should get your ass up and act like a fucking man and do shit that a man should do.
Let me help you out here. So firstly, let's clock your tea. It's Vaseline. It's called petroleum jelly. Just because your lips are crusty like the floor of the Sahara, it's cracked up, right? Like your parents' relationship during their divorce, doesn't mean that mine have to be. Now, let's start there. Vaseline, not lip gloss. Secondly, men can have long hair. Men can have nice hair. Testing. Okay, beautiful. Sorry, where was I? I was clocking this grown-ass man or whatever he is or it is. Right, so... right. Men can have long hair. Just because the Lice crew decided to build a mansion on your scalp doesn't mean they're going to build a mansion in mine, right? So men can have all of these things and we're still men. It's called being feminine, my love. So men can be feminine, or it doesn't mean that we're women, right? So if you want to build a lice mansion on your head, if you want to build a whole estate for the whole world population of lice and dandruff, then be my guest. But I'm going to take care of my body and I'm going to take care of my hair. I don't know what it is that you think a man should be and why a man should behave a particular way. I don't have to conform to those things. I'm a man because I'm a human male, not because I'm feminine or masculine. Okay? Now, with that being said, you haven't answered my question. That was a big old deflection. Just like your father does deflect from your child support payments, we're going to try not to deflect, okay? Let's try again. So you said trans women are... Sorry, excuse me. You said trans women were women. Go ahead and tell me what a woman is.
A woman is someone who can have a baby and looks so cunt.
Okay, so trans women are not women. They can't have babies.
They look cunt.
What does it mean? So this is how you describe you define women as cunts. You not see how sexist this sounds?
Dude, haven't you been coming for like how I look and my family, saying that I don't have a father? That's kind of
considering you turned out gender confused. I'm going to assume you didn't. What now? So just to clarify, women are people who look cunt. What does it mean to look cunt? What does that mean? You guys, women are cunts now? That's how we define women? I'm confused. I mean, like I said, if the boot fits. Yet again, can you tell me what a woman is? Because we're all waiting for you to tell us.
You wouldn't know what cunt is, obviously, just the way by how you look. But, All
right, no answer from this one. Type your ones and twos, guys. We are just looking custom debate. If you think trans women are women, go ahead and request the box. We are just looking custom debate. Ones in chat if Alex Consani should have been on the Victoria's Secret runway. Twos if he shouldn't have been. Ones in chat if he shouldn't have been. Twos if he should have been, guys. Sorry about that. So type your ones and twos, guys. We are just looking custom debate. Tristan, can I get your age?
I'm 18.
Right, sir. All right. Are trans women women?
Trans women, I don't think are biologically women, but I think anyone who wants to identify as what they want to identify as can. I don't think that it's wrong to say that you want to be a woman because I'm personally bisexual, and I know being born into homosexuality it's not something that just comes of age or like you just think it, you're just kind of born that way. And
no one is born bisexual or straight
Okay.
or gay. No. How is that
Well,
relevant to what we're talking about?
But okay, well, if you would let me get there. But I'm saying
Sorry,
people
this
can-
isn't your sex life. We're gonna wait for you to get there. You can get there in your
Okay.
bedroom with your man. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get there quickly. We're gonna take our sweet time, right?
you know,
We're gonna go back to what you said. Hold on. You said
so
hold on.
I
You said they weren't biologically women. Are they women in any other capacity?
I mean, she looks like a woman.
I didn't ask you what the person. Why are you people so fucking slow? I'm not asking you what the person looks like. Are they
You said
women?
how
Is
else
they-
is she a woman?
I
said
asked,
she looks
is
like a
he?
woman.
I said, is he a woman in any other capacity?
I said he looks like one. Exactly. He
That's
looks
not
like
the
a woman.
question. I didn't ask if he looks like a woman in any other capacity. Are trans women in any other capacity outside of biology?
I mean, what other characteristics do women have other than looking like women, having boobs, having a vagina, being able to give birth? Like, I mean,
I'm sorry.
he has the structure
When you
of a
said
woman.
trans women are not biologically women, you seem to have been implying that there's some other way that a person can be a woman
I'm
be a
not
woman
saying
outside
that
of.
she's a woman. I never said she was a
Then
woman.
why are
I
you
said
calling
can
him she?
identify-
Why are you
she
calling
can
him
id-
she?
Because that's what she wants to be identified as. And
She.
I'm not
Okay.
about
Okay.
to
So you
be
guys don't know how
rude.
pronouns work either. So let me help you out. What do pronouns do in the English language?
That's how we describe a person.
No, pronouns replace nouns. Can we all type replace nouns for Goofy because he clearly didn't pass
Okay, I
third
have a
grade.
question.
So pronouns.
If you
I'm
were to
speaking.
look at
Sorry, I'm
someone-
excuse me. Twink of the year. I'm speaking. So
Twink of the
pronouns replace nouns. That's
Are you
what
not a
they
twink?
do. Sorry, I'm speaking. Pronouns replace nouns. That's what pronouns do. With that being said, the nouns that are being replaced when you use the term she and her for humans is girl and woman. Can we all type girl and woman in chat for this young man here? So if you don't think that he's a woman, you cannot call him she, because she and her pronouns replace the noun. He's not a woman, he's a man.
You think just because she's not a woman means I physically cannot say that. I just did.
It would be, well, you can, but it would be grammatically inaccurate. Do you want to be grammatically
but
accurate,
that
or do you want to be
doesn't matter.
grammatically accurate? Which one do you care for? Do you care
I
for
mean, if
grammatical
it's
inaccuracy?
respecting-
Sorry,
if
is there a
it's
reason you're
respecting
interrupting me after asking me a question?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right. So do you prefer to be grammatically accurate or grammatically inaccurate?
I'm not about to go out of my way to make someone feel bad and call her a
I'm
man.
not calling
I mean,
Alex
if I'm
You're not even
being
listening.
grammatically incorrect, then I mean I'm grammatically incorrect, but I mean I'm protecting that person's feelings because other people matter.
Oh, so this is the issue with society. We have people like you who would rather protect people's feelings over facts, and that's the issue. When we start to prioritize feelings over facts, we start to. Sorry, I'm pretty sure I allowed you to finish talking.
Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead.
Right. So you're prioritizing feelings over facts, and that's exactly why your kind of belief system hurts women, right? Because you're saying that you would rather lie to a man and tell him that he's a woman than acknowledge that he isn't one. I'm not saying that I'm calling Alex Consani she to hurt his feelings. That's not why I'm doing that. It's because it's grammatically accurate, and I refuse to use women's language for men.
Well, I guess we all have like different points of view on it. I'm not saying that your point of view is any wrong, like it's wrong, and that mine is.
I'm
like,
telling you
right.
that yours is, because you're engaging in grammatical inaccuracy, and then you're going, well, I'm fine with it. That's what you're doing.
That's not exactly how I said it, but
I mean, what you're doing. You're saying, you said, if I'm grammatically inaccurate, then I'm grammatically inaccurate, and I'm okay with that. That's what you said, because you want to make people feel good. That's what you said, right?
Well, I'm just a nice person, and I'm human, and I think that we're all human.
No, there's a difference between being nice and being a people pleaser. You're letting people walk over you, and you're allowing people to emotionally manipulate you. Well, yeah, you're allowing yourself to be emotionally manipulated into thinking that if you call a person the opposite sex, that it's a nice thing to do.
Okay, so if I go and open the door for someone because it's just, something that people do, I'm being a people pleaser?
No, opening the door for
That's
someone is
what you
genuinely
just
no,
fucking
no.
said.
That's not what I
That's
said.
literally what
No,
you're saying.
listen to what I'm saying.
But
If you have to abandon,
that's
listen to what
respecting
I'm
someone else and
saying.
being
That's not analogous, and I'll explain why. Opening the door for someone is common courtesy. Referring to someone as the opposite sex is not. Okay, so when you're using grammatically inaccurate language, that is what you're doing to be a people pleaser, where you're abandoning your values or abandoning the truth for the sake of a person's feelings. What people pleasers tend to do. So people pleasers tend to let people speak to them however they want, even though they know deep down that they're not supposed to be spoken to that way. People pleasers engage or do things that they know are not actually correct. I'm still speaking. People pleasers do things that they know are not correct, but do it for the sake of a person's feelings. That's what you're doing. So you're saying, for the sake of men and their feelings, I'm going to call them women. And that's part of the problem, right? So yet again,
In what way am I letting her walk all over me by saying that she's a woman?
I just explained this.
Just because I'm calling her a girl, that's her
At
walking
the expense of the truth, yes.
at the expense of the truth.
Yeah. Because you already said that trans women are not women. So yeah.
I don't necessarily think they're biologically women. I'm saying that I respect.
Why
the
do you
fact
keep
that
okay, stop.
they're women.
Why do you people keep adding the word biological to the word woman? As if there's any other way to be a woman outside of biology. I'm very confused. It's like saying that you're reversing backwards. Why do I need to add the word reversing before backwards? The word backwards already implies that we're going back. There's no need to say biological woman. When you say trans women are not biologically women, you're implying that there's some other way to be a woman outside of biology. There isn't. They're just women. Trans women are not women. Period. That's what it is. Don't understand, like, is this the shrinking brain hypothesis that the scientists were hypothesizing about, where the intelligence level is just dropping?
This is just the best way that I can describe what I'm saying. I'm not saying that she is a 100% woman. I don't think.
Your microphone is muffled. I can barely hear what you're saying.
Oh, can you hear me now?
No, it's not any better.
I'm not sure if what, because nothing changed. But can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't think that she's a woman, but I'm going to respect another person, and I'm not about to go out of my way to call him a guy. I mean, if I walked up to that person or seen that person walking down the road, I would immediately think that is a woman. I think that she's a woman. Now, if it was someone like Lily Tino or someone who wasn't passing and they thought they were a girl, and that's completely different, because I don't think you can be a woman if you're not really just passing like that.
Okay,
like
so you have cognitive dissonance then.
I think that she has full-blown done her transition.
I'm sorry, so you have cognitive dissonance then.
Explain what that is to me.
Where your internal beliefs conflict with each other and you try to believe both of them at the same time. That's what cognitive dissonance is. So you're saying you know that he's not a woman, but I'm going to call him a woman anyway. It's like saying, I know being a pedophile is wrong, but I'm going to support a pedophile because it makes him feel better.
Okay. Well, that's completely
That's
different
cognitive. No, the principle remains the same. You are
the principle remains
admitting that what you are admitting. No, you're admitting that he's not a woman, but you're saying he is anyway to make him feel better.
Okay, I have a question
Same thing.
for you. If you seen her walking down the road, would you think that's a woman or a man?
I would think that the person was a man.
You would think that Alex is a man. You think that's a man.
Alex is not a Alex said that. Sorry, do you want me to answer you, or do you want to keep interrupting me?
No, I'm
because you want to hear that. You want to hear the answer. So I heard your question. I'm going to answer you. You think you want to hear the answer that you want to hear. I knew Alex Consani was trans the moment I looked at him.
Okay.
He's not as possible as you guys think he is.
But does that appeal?
No, he's not. If you look at a picture of Alex Consani without makeup on, Alex Consani has very male typical features. It's very obvious that he's a male.
Like, we're getting so specific. Like, he has to have makeup on.
You just asked me if I saw this person walking down the road. He isn't in glam 24/7. If I saw him walk, can you stop over talking me on my own live? If you do it again, I'm gonna drop you. Stop interrupting me. I'm getting so very annoyed of you asking me questions and then interrupting me as I start to answer them. Shut up. My goodness, it's like talking to a child. So, as I was saying, if I saw him walking down the street, I would assume that the person was male.
Right. Okay. And
Okay, and yet again,
yeah,
just to clarify, perception does not equal reality. Even if I was walking down the street and I perceived Alex Consani as a woman, it wouldn't make the person a woman. So you need to start to distinguish between perception and reality.
okay, but
Perception is
besides
not reality.
that,
Just because okay, I'm gonna drop you. You keep interrupting. I'm talking. We're gonna move on. Can I get your? Oh, this is the same dummy from yesterday. Can I get your age?
See, I'm 21. I just have a question for you. Why do you have to belittle your guests or be rude to them? The last two guests you called like go back to your Section 8 housing. I just don't understand why you have to degrade somebody just because they have a opposite opinion that you think is dumb. Why do you have to be so rude?
Because I want to. What now?
Then you're a sick ass bitch and you're fucking sad. Like that's rude.
Just complain about belittling, but then call me a dumbass bitch.
Cause
The
you
pot
are a
calling the kettle
dumbass
black?
bitch. You're rude as shit. He didn't say shit, bro.
Because I want to. What now?
Yeah, and you're a dumbass bitch.
Not your mother. Don't confuse me with her, please.
Highly favored.
And the thing is,
Fucking smart.
but the thing is, I make it very clear. If you're a dummy, I'm gonna treat you like a dummy, right? If you're a woman who supports trans ideology, gender ideology, and is attributed to her own gender, yeah, you're a dummy, right? I'm not gonna. I don't mince words here. If you want to mince words, go to a meat shop. Go to a meat shop and you can mince meat all day, right? But we don't mince words here, my love. That's not what we do. We speak
But
the
my-
truth and we speak it
okay,
unapologetically. And sorry, excuse me, I am talking. What we
That's-
do
that
here
was private.
is we see. I'm getting black fatigue from you, and I'm black. This is annoying.
I didn't say nothing about you being black. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm getting black fatigue from you. Can you stop interrupting and stop crashing out? Sorry, am I gonna have to send you back to Section 8 as well? I didn't think so. All right, beautiful. So, sorry, excuse me. So, enjoy the city while you have it, because we're gonna send you back to Section 8 in a bit. All right. So, anyways, as I was saying, right? I'm not belittling my guests. I don't think you know what belittling is. If you want to know, if you
You literally.
All right. We're gonna wait for you to stop crashing out. When you're done crashing out, when you're done crashing out, you can come back. These people are so pathetic. Goofy, honestly, can we type Goofy in chat? All the Goofies who keep coming up here.
You ugly ass bitch.
H,
What the fuck is you even
sorry.
yapping about? You fucking
I'm
monkey.
sorry, sir. Okay, by the way, let me give you an example. Remember when I said that homosexual transsexuals, especially black homosexual transsexuals, are very ghetto behaving? This is what I'm talking about. Remember when I said it yesterday? This is who I'm talking about. The POC trans women are so annoying. You guys are so ghetto. Ghetto. If I look up ghetto in the dictionary, this is how y'all behave. I'm gonna let you talk and let you crash out, and I guarantee you cannot even go 5 words without using the word bitch. Watch. I'm not even gonna interrupt you.
Before I say something to you, I'm gonna tell something to that what ass bitch in the fucking chat. Talking shit. Let me just tell you fucking bitch, because you're just mad, bitch. Like you're mad. I was born a nigga and I look more like a female than you do. Like what the fuck are you even talking about, bitch? So you can just stop right now, actually. And you ugly ass bitch. Let me tell you fucking something. Alex is the baddest bitch, and you're just mad that she would snatch your nigga up in a fucking heartbeat. So you can say now that she makes more money than you, she's the baddest, you feel me? And that bitch is still mentioning me in the comments. Tell her ugly ass to leave me the fuck alone. I would literally drop you and your fucking mom, bitch, and your grandmother, and your grandpa.
So ghetto.
Don't play with me, bitch. All you bitches got me fucked up, bitch. You're all dumb as fuck, period. You're all just so fucking mad. The trans women are bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you guys are insensitive, just fucking say that. Like, you don't have to be weird. And that bitch is still mentioning me in the comments. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I'll literally smack your bitch ass the fuck up. I don't give a fuck if I'm a man. Like, I would literally smack the fuck out of you. You run like your mother, your brother. Stop fucking playing me. All you bitches are dumb as fuck. You're all ugly, fat, gross, disgusting. You feel me?
Yeah, you're just repeating the same script over and over now. All right, now that you're finished, was I right, chat, or was I right? So this is how trans women behave. You are the same men that these are the very men that you all are saying we should let into women's restrooms, but a woman disagrees with them in the comment section and he's talking about who's going to smack her. You want that kind of man in a woman's space? Get your age, please.
I'm 18.
Okay. Are trans women women?
I think they are.
Okay. Y'all know what to type in chat. Why don't you go ahead and tell me what a woman is? Go ahead.
I think a woman is whoever wants to be a woman. Like, why does trans woman affect you so much? And are you gay or are you straight? I'm confused.
Sorry, I'm lagging a bit. Can you all hear me? I think the live went laggy for a sec. Got bars for a minute.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. All right. Right. So, you haven't told me what a woman is, so it didn't tell me anything. Can you tell me what a woman is, please? Because you didn't answer the question.
Do you want to answer my question?
No, because I asked you one first, boo boo.
Well, you can answer mine, and I can answer yours.
No. I'm going to ask you one more time. If you don't want to answer, I'm going to drop it from the box. Let's try again. You said trans women are women. Tell me what a woman is. Go ahead. And she left. There we go. Just like her father did. Type your ones and twos, guys. We are just looking for some debates. If you think trans women are women, go ahead and request the box. We are just looking for some debates. Please only request if you disagree. Also, let me make it very clear, since I have to do this every single damn day. People who are a part of the LGB do not owe trans people anything. Stop telling me that I'm gay or I'm bisexual and that I'm this and I'm that. Therefore, I have to think men are women. Being bisexual does not take away my common sense. My sexual attraction
What do you
does not take away.
identify
Sorry,
as?
excuse me, I'm speaking. My sexuality does not take away my common sense. Me liking both men and women does not mean I do not know what a woman or a man is, and it does not mean that I think that men can be women. Get it through your skulls, people. Can I get your age, please?
20.
Right. Are trans women women?
Not biologically, no.
Are there women in any other capacity?
Yes.
Okay.
So
What does the word woman mean in that other capacity?
I have a question for you.
Nope, not going to answer because I asked you one first. What does the word
Is
woman
this
mean
a
in that other
debate?
capacity? It is, and I asked you a question. You're going
Do
to go
you
ahead
know
and
how
answer.
debates work?
Yeah, usually when a person asks a question, you answer it. You don't answer it with a question.
You are not in control. Nobody is in control when there's a debate.
Did this woman just tell me I'm not in control on my own life? Whose life do you think this is? I'm sorry? Whose life do you think you're on? Casper the Friendly Ghost? Nigga, this is my life. What do you mean I'm not in control of my own life? That's crazy. Never ever in my 19 years did I ever think I'd be told that I'm not in control of my own TikTok life. Whose life is this? People are weird. You people are confused. Gender and otherwise. You're my life, miss. I am in control. And I asked you a question. You said trans women are not women, biologically. You said that there's a different meaning of the word woman outside of biology that makes trans women. Can you tell me what that word means in that other capacity? What does the word woman mean in the non-biological capacity? There's a little button with a microphone. I'm not sure if you know what a microphone icon looks like. You can go ahead and click on it. And you should be able to unmute yourself. I'm giving you 10 seconds. If you're too slow to do that,
How
then you're
much
not ready
money
for
do
this
you make
conversation.
from this live? Your lives. And
All
what
right, we're
you
going to try
do with-
again. What is a woman?
How much money do you make here?
What is a woman?
I just hope everyone knows that this is for the money and no human with an
The more you complain about my money, babe, the more I'm going to get. So right as of now, while you're yapping, people are recharging their gifts right now to gift me because you are complaining about my money. Why the fuck are you pocket watching me for? The pocket watching is crazy. Can we all get L pocket watching in chat? Thank you guys, by the way, for the gifts. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, you're wasting your time, love. Do you go on Dean Withers live and ask him how much money he makes? Pretty sure you don't because you agree with him, right? So only the people that don't agree with you, only the people that agree with you can make money. Why don't you go into Dean Withers' live? Why don't you go into Parker's live? Why don't you go into his live and ask him how much money he's making? But you won't ask him that. You'll come into my live because you disagree with me and you'll start talking about how much money I make. You're weird. You're weird. And she left. There we go. She's back.
Yes, I
Yes,
am.
Pocket Watcher. What is it now? Are you going to debate the topic now?
Yes. Okay. Let's try it again, right? So go ahead.
Yeah, you said trans women are not women biologically. They're women in some other capacity.
You can't change
So
what you're
tell me,
born as.
so tell me what it means to be a woman outside of biology.
So even when someone is not born a woman, in other capacities to be a woman, there's characteristics.
Okay, what are the characteristics?
Femininity comes with being a woman. So even though you weren't born a woman, you can have characteristics and the looks and the hormones and the surgeries and whatnot to
Okay.
whether it's to appear as
Do
one
masculine.
or
1 second, stop. You can't just keep monologuing. Do
no, I'm
masculine
still
women?
talking
Do
though.
masculine? I don't care. Do masculine women exist?
Masculine women?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a
So
woman with
okay.
a like a born woman.
Right. So yeah. So femininity does not make a person a woman. Then. So that doesn't answer my question.
No, I didn't say that it did.
Yes, you just said femininity
No,
comes
I
along with
didn't. You asked me what other capacity.
I asked you what are the other characteristics outside of biology that define women. You said femininity. Oh, can I get W Jordan in chat for the $20 on PayPal? He said from Lil Gummy, fuck your pocket watchers. Can I get W Jordan in chat for the $20 on PayPal? Oh, look at you. Making more money for me. Thank you
My
for
point
coming
was
up on
that you
pocket watching.
diminish other people's life for it, and that's pretty sad.
I don't diminish anybody else's life. Trans women and the
You
trans
do.
women
That's what you're
diminishes.
doing this for.
No,
Why
they
else would
diminish.
you
They diminish women.
care?
I'm not diminishing trans people's experience. Now, anyways, can you go ahead and tell me yet again what are the characteristics outside of biology that define women? That was the question.
That a woman is defined as a woman who is born a woman.
That's
your
a circular.
sex,
That's a circular
your sex,
definition.
a
That's a
female
circular.
sex.
Okay. So you're saying a woman is a female. Okay, that's what defines women. Okay, so then trans women are not women then because trans women
No, not
are not born
biologically.
female.
No.
I'm sorry.
If you're
Well,
born,
that's the only way that you've defined the word woman thus far. So there's no need for you to say biologically. That's the only capacity under which you define the word woman thus far. You said a woman was a
So your
person who was
argument
born.
here-
You said that a woman was a person who was born female. That's the only way that you define the word woman thus far. Is there any other definition of the word woman that exceeds biology?
So your only argument here is whether
Is there
somebody is
any
born with a
definition? I'm
vagina
sorry. Let
or
me
a
try again.
penis?
Maybe you're a little bit slow. Is there any other definition of the word woman that exceeds biology?
No.
Okay, great. So then trans women are not women, period. Can I get W chat for the concession? So trans women are not women, period. So
You
how
don't
exactly?
think
So
that
how exactly?
somebody can have characteristics or femininity even though they're not born with a
Yeah,
vagina?
anybody can be feminine. Men and women can be both feminine and masculine. Femininity and masculinity are
So,
not the determining
I
traits. So
think
whether
you're
or not. Sorry, do you
misunderstanding.
hear me talking? Right. So femininity and masculinity are not the determinative characteristics that make persons men and women. So yes, anybody can be feminine. I'm what people would consider feminine. I'm not a woman, right? So femininity is not what we're talking about. We're talking about womanhood. Femininity, being feminine and being a woman are two different things.
Okay. So is it my turn now?
No, there's nothing else to talk about. You agree that trans women are not women.
So your only argument is if someone is born with a vagina or a penis.
That's
if they
what
can
your
change
that was your argument. You said that a woman was a person born of the female sex. Trans women are not born of the female sex; they're born of the male sex. So your
Well, you're
argument.
saying that somebody doesn't deserve to be on a runway or that
1 second, hold
somebody
on.
isn't allowed to want to be a woman. But even though somebody is not born a woman, they can still have the characteristics and they can get the surgeries and they can
Sorry,
have
the
hormone
surgeries don't make the persons female. Humans can't change their
They can
sex.
look exactly like a woman and act and sound
Mm,
exactly like a woman.
okay,
They
how?
can
Okay,
be
so this is where the
being a
sexism is.
transgender comes from the inside.
Look around
So if
first.
somebody wants to feel and look and act like a woman,
Sorry, excuse me. Can you tell
who
me
is
what it
to say
means
that
to?
they
What does
cannot
it
do
mean
that?
to? What does it mean to look like a woman? Let's start there. What does it mean to
Well,
look
the
like a
person
woman?
above you looks like a
Okay,
woman.
list me one characteristic he has that a man cannot have.
That a man cannot have.
Oh,
What-
can
I'm
I get
sorry.
W?
Can you
shut
elaborate
up?
on that
Can I get
question?
W Rebecca in chat for the $15 on PayPal? She said, "Happy Friday lunch on me." Can I get W Rebecca in chat? Thank you, Rebecca. I love you. Can I get W Rebecca in chat? I appreciate you, though.
Can you elaborate on your question,
Right.
please?
I don't need to elaborate on your question. You just said that trans women act like women, they look like women, and they sound like women. We're going to go through each and every one of those categories. What does it mean to act like a woman? Oh, let's go with look first. What does it mean to look like a woman? And you said it means to look like this. So how does he look that no other man can look?
A man can look like that.
Exactly. So
if
you
they wanted
okay,
to.
great. So then you can't say that trans women are women because they look like women because there is no way to look like a woman.
You
because
cannot change
being
your
a woman.
sex.
Okay, great. So then you can't be a woman if you're a male. So then trans women are not women. You said that womanhood was defined by sex.
You cannot change your sex, and that's the only
great.
thing that you can't do.
You said that women were defined by sex. You said the woman was an adult human female. So if a woman is an adult human female and you can't change your sex, can an adult human male be a woman? People in the chat answer. According to this logic, the answer is no. They can't be.
Transgender women are not born female.
Then they're not women then, because you said a woman was a person born female. What aren't you understanding
So
here?
you don't associate
Did you or
femininity
did you
with being a woman?
did you or did you not say that being a woman was defined by being born female? Yay
Does
or nay?
femininity associate with being a woman?
Answer my question. Did you or did you not state that being a woman was defined as a person born female?
Does femininity associate
Okay,
with
I'm
being
gonna
a
try
woman?
one more time with you. Otherwise, I'm gonna drop and block you because you're not gonna waste my time here. All right. Let's try this one more time for your dumbass. Do you or did you not say that being a woman was defined by being born female?
Correct. That's what a woman is.
Okay, great. Now to answer your question, femininity is associated with women. It does not define women. So can we all type associate in chat because my little pony over here doesn't know the difference between associating something with a particular category versus defining that category. So I'm going to give you a few examples. We may associate high mathematical ability with Asian people, for example. That's an association we make with Asian people. Does it mean that an Asian person is defined as a person who is good at math?
No.
Right. We associate family barbecues and a particular way of speaking or a particular form of clothing with black people.
I'm sorry.
Does it mean that black people are defined by those characteristics?
I'm sorry. What's your argument again?
I'm sorry. We associate particular stereotypes with black people. There are things that we associate with black people. Do they define them?
Say that one more time. Sorry.
All right. You're a little
It was
bit slow.
lagging.
Let me
It
go.
was going back and forth. I'm sorry.
We associate family barbecues, a particular way of or form of way of speaking, or a particular form of dressing with black people. All right. Do we define black people by the way they look, dress, and act?
Nope.
Exactly. The same thing applies to women. Feminine characteristics are associated with women, however, they are not definitive of women. Okay. So just because feminine characteristics are associated with or linked to women or expected of women does not mean that one, they have to have them, nor does it mean that they are defined by them. That's the point. So yes, femininity is associated with women, but women are not defined by feminine characteristics because there are feminine men and there are masculine women.
Exactly.
You still meant, okay, great. So then yet again, you haven't proven how trans women are women. You said that they were women.
Said that. Well,
Yes.
I'm not arguing that.
You said that they were women in a way outside of biology. Yes, you did.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so tell me what it means to be a woman outside of biology. You have not told me yet.
When you decide to present yourself as a woman and have femininity and those
I'm
characteristics.
sorry, that is circular. You can't say being a woman outside of biology is presenting as a woman. That's not describing anything to me. So you see, I just want to highlight the reason that you traitors are so disgusting. You guys are so hell-bent on trying to include men as women that you'll go through all these sexist loopholes. You break your back, bend over backwards to be sexist towards women in order to include them. What is wrong with you? Like, genuinely, why would you hate your own gender so much that you're willing to reduce them to femininity and presentation to include trans women? Why? Why? Can y'all type why in chat? Why?
Why what? I'm sorry, say it one more time.
Why are you willing to bend your back over, break your back, to prove trans women are women by being sexist and reducing women to femininity and stereotypes? Why?
I don't bend over back to prove that a trans woman is born a female.
No, that's not what I said. It's not what I said. You're saying that women in a non-biological sense are defined by femininity and particular
No, that's
forms
not
of
what I
present.
said.
Oh my God, why are you lying? You literally just said that being a woman outside of biology was presenting as a woman and being feminine. Yes, you did.
I said that the capacity out of biology, so when you're not born a woman, you can still present when you want, like when someone inside feels that that's what they want to do, they can present themselves as a woman.
Okay,
Right.
sorry, that
They
was a
can do that.
okay, so you repeated the same thing I said. So it's a oh my goodness, can I get W Risa in chat? Thank you. Can I get W Risa in chat for the under control? Thank you, love. I appreciate you. So that's a circular response. You can't say that being a woman is presenting as a woman. That's not describing anything. Okay? So yet again, you have not explained what it means to be a woman outside of biology. You have not described that yet. I'm still waiting.
What it means to be a woman outside of biology? What do you mean by that? What does that question mean?
You said that trans women were not women biologically. They were women in a capacity that exceeds biology. I then asked you, can you tell me? So tell me what it means, Miss Nigger.
If a man grows up and decides that he wants to look exactly like the woman above you, that is what it looks like to be a woman outside of capacity of biology.
Name one
That's
thing.
exactly
Okay,
what it
name
looks like.
one thing that he has that a man who identifies as a man cannot have.
That person above you can identify as a man or a
Answer
woman.
my question. Name
There's
one
nothing.
thing. Okay, great. So then you cannot say that looking a particular way makes a person a woman because you cannot describe what it means. There is no look. There is no presentation. So you have not described anything.
Anybody can identify as any way.
No, they can't unless you know what the word means. You haven't told us what the word woman means outside of biology.
You keep repeating that, and I'm not understanding what answer you're looking for. I answered.
Because you keep repeating your same bullshit answer. You have not told me what it means to be a woman outside of biology in a way that distinguishes it from being a man outside of biology. You have not done it.
I'm trying to understand that question.
You said that trans women can be women outside.
Answered.
Can you shut up and listen? You said you don't understand. Close your mouth and open your ears. 2 ears, 1 mouth for a reason. You said that trans women are women outside of biology. Define to me what it means to be a woman outside of biology in a way that distinguishes it from being a man. I'm giving you one more chance. I've been so patient with you. Oh, thank you, Risa. What the hell? Can I get W Risa and in chat again for the under control? Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. We're trying this again. Go again. Nothing? She can't answer. So this is part of the problem. While you stagger to the end of that line of thought, this is the issue. You guys will sit here and defend men in dresses for as long as the day is bright, and then you guys don't actually know how to describe how they are women. And you're a woman, by the way. You're a traitor to women. It is very sad that you're a woman up here defending men as women, saying that men can be women if they're feminine enough, or men can be women if they present a particular way, or men can be women if they're pretty enough. You are part of the problem. This is exactly why feminism or women's rights cannot go hand in hand with gender ideology. It never will, because all that gender ideology tells women is that men, the patriarchy, can put themselves in a dress and claim to be a woman, and that makes them one. That is part of the problem. So we're gonna drop you. You're gonna have to work out your internalized misogyny. We're not gonna work it out for you. Moving on. Tristan, why are you back? Mr. People Pleaser.
Okay. So this relates to a previous debate that you just had. So you said something along the lines of, why was she bending over backwards to explain how a woman was just fully based off of biology, and that she was bending over backwards to say that men in dresses are, women. So why are you so hell-bent on trying to say that men cannot be women?
Because it protects women. We need to know what women are. So acknowledging that men cannot be women protects women.
Okay, but is women the word, and that just not describing a social standard?
No,
Like, is that
women are not
something that-
defined by women are not defined by social standards. No.
Okay, but if we never came up with the words men and women and had it different themes, then it would never be different. We would
women and men would still objectively exist, regardless of whether or not we created the word. That's
but
not
we're
true.
all human, right?
I'm sorry?
But we're all human, right?
Okay, yeah. Yet again, whether or not you said if we didn't create the words, I'm saying humans of either sex, the human males and human females would still exist, regardless of the word.
Right. So I'm
Okay,
saying,
great. So I don't see how this addresses
regardless,
anything.
so I'm saying, regardless of the fact, if why are you so hell bent on saying that?
Because it protects women
How
and
does it
protects
protect
their
women?
sex-based spaces. Well, yeah, in order for us to protect women in legislation, in order for us to protect women in law and in society, we need to know what they are. That's what we need to do. You can't protect a class of people and not know what you're protecting. So I'm going to give you another example. If I intend to protect children socially and legally, do I not have to know the difference between adults and children? People in chat, you can also answer. So if I intend to protect, right, so if I want to know that, if I want to protect children, right, I would need to know the difference between adults and children. If I want to protect, I don't know, disabled people, I need to know the difference between abled people and disabled people. Very basic. If I want to protect women, I also need to know the difference between men and women. The same thing applies. So when we're talking about women's sex-based rights and we're talking about social policies that are intended to protect women, we have to know what women are. Now, the issue is we have two sides of the coin. We have people who are saying that women are social constructs and anybody can identify as one. And then we have people who are on the right side of history who believe that womanhood is biological and is defined by the immutable objective reality of sex. Now, problem is, we are able to define biological sex. We are able to describe it to you. We're able to give you the definitive characteristics that make a person male or female. You guys can't because you think that womanhood is some sort of arbitrary social construct, right? That's the issue. So the reason I'm so hell-bent on debating this is because we have one group of people who are willing to reduce women to stereotypes and social norms that have, by the way, historically been used to oppress them. And then we have the group of people who actually are able to acknowledge women for what they are, which is adult human females, and acknowledge that their sex-based oppression or the oppression of women comes back to what sex they are, not based on gender identity. Right? Okay. So
And
exactly right. So then that's why I'm so hell bent on doing this. And your inability to realize that goes to show that you actually don't care about women. You are just blinded by being nice to trans people. So you completely ignore women. That's the issue. So
okay, so the only thing that I have never once said that trans people are women biologically, so that doesn't stand in the court of law point blank period, because if it was to go as far as that, then it would obviously relate back to just what they were born as, like a man. But I'm
not
saying,
always, not always, not
okay,
always,
but most
no,
of the time.
No, because there are people who are trying to make it in law nowadays that trans women are now being legally recognized as female. You know that, right?
That's something completely separate from what I was about to talk about before you interrupted me. But continuing, so what I'm saying is that I'm saying that I respect people, and it's okay to want to be a woman. I'm not saying that.
Why is it respectful to lie? Why is it respectful to lie?
Okay, so you're saying you're basically saying if
answer
I'm
the question, you are lying. Why is it respectful? Why is it respectful? Why is it respectful to lie to people?
Why is it disrespectful to say that God isn't real to a Christian?
It's not disrespectful to say God isn't real to a Christian. That's your belief, and you're able to defend it, and you can go ahead and defend it. It's not disrespectful.
Okay, what's your opinion to say that it's respectful or disrespectful to call a trans person a woman when they're not a woman?
Well, no, I'm saying that you can't call them women because you don't know what a woman is. That's the issue.
Well, I'm saying I can call them women because it's my opinion. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, your opinion is unfounded and isn't substantiated. That's the issue. So you can have an opinion. It's like you saying, you can say the Earth is flat because it's your opinion. It's your opinion, but you're wrong. So you can say that there are women. You're just wrong when you do it. In the same way that the flat earther who says the Earth is flat is wrong, even though they want to say it. You can keep saying the Earth is flat, but at the end of the day, it's round.
Right. No.
Right. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your opinion is. Okay. So.
But what's the point in going out of your way to make that person feel wrong?
Am I the only one he sounds very muffled to?
I'm saying, what is the point of going out of your way to degrade other people by saying
it's not degrading. It's not degrading to speak the truth. The only people that the truth is degrading to are liars. This is the part where the emotional manipulation comes into play. You cannot keep telling women and men who are supporting the truth that they are demeaning people or dehumanizing people for speaking the truth. I am not degrading trans women. Trans women are not women, however. Saying that trans women are not women does not mean that I'm degrading them. They're just not women.
Well, I'm just saying it's my opinion. If someone wants me to call them a woman, then I will, and you don't have to. I'm not asking
Okay.
you to.
If
But I'm
a
saying
if an adult wants to be referred to as a 5-year-old child, will you do it?
that's something completely different. Though.
No,
We're
it's the
talking
same.
about
It's
age.
exactly. You're saying your principle is
that's a
that you
different
would. Sorry,
topic.
excuse
That's a
me.
different
Your
topic.
principle. Excuse me. Your principle is that you would call a person anything that they want to be called because it makes them feel better or it is respectful. If a 50-year-old man who was going through age regression syndrome or it was going through age regression or trans age, he's not
Right.
cis age, he's trans age, he identifies differently to the age that he was assigned at birth or whatever the fuck. Do you think that it would you call that would you refer to that 50-year-old man as a 4-year-old?
That's a completely different topic. Though.
Sorry,
We're not
you're not
talking
answering the question. Would you refer to a 50-year-old man as 4 if he told you he identified that way?
No.
Why?
You can't reprogress
Why
age.
wouldn't
You can't
you?
go back in
Why
time
would
and
no? You're not
forward.
gonna run away from this. Why wouldn't you call a 50-year-old man who identifies as 4?
Because they're not 4.
Exactly. So why? So you don't call a man a woman because he's not a woman. Bingo.
You can change your gender though. You cannot change your age.
Why can't you? Okay, I'm sorry. Are they both not social constructs?
They are, but it's two completely
Right. So why?
different
So why
social
can't I
constructs.
change the
If you
social?
interrupt me
Okay.
again, you're
So why
interrupting
can't
me.
I? So
You're
why can't
interrupting.
I change? Okay. Why can't I change age?
Because we don't have any surgeries or anything like that that can reprogress your age to
Yeah,
something
they
younger.
shrink.
But we
They
do
shrink.
have
No, there are
surgeries that you can
surgeries.
change
Yes,
your
they go.
gender.
No, yes, they do. Yes, they infantilize themselves. They reduce their They can reduce their penis size to make it small, so that of a young boy. They do have those surgeries to make them look younger.
Okay,
Yep.
but that's not actually
Right. So
turning
hold
them.
on.
That's
So yet again, that doesn't
manifesting.
answer my question. Why can't a human change their age?
We don't have any type of way to do that. We can't
Yeah,
go
we
back.
do. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
So you have a time machine.
There are surgeries that make persons look younger.
Make them look younger, right? But you can't.
Yeah, look,
actually
exactly.
them-
So yeah, and you said that they were women because they look like women. So just like how you think that there are surgeries that make people look like women, there are
I think
surgeries who
that
make
they're
people
women
look younger.
because
So yet again, why can't a human change their age?
oh my gosh, I've answered the question 3 times.
You haven't, because you're refusing to acknowledge where your
I
principle
said we
takes you.
don't
Your
have any
principle,
basis.
the principle that you're stipulating makes you concede that you would also have to call a 50-year-old man who identifies as 4 because that's how he identifies.
That's 2 completely different social
No,
statements.
it's not. They're principally the same. They're principally the same. You're just slow. Come here, I'll type slow in chat for Tristan. Tristan is slow. So it does apply. The principle applies. Your principle is that you are willing to call a person whatever they identify as because they identify that way. So why can't a person? So why can't a person? All right, let's even give you another example, since you're a little bit slow, right? If a white person identified as black, they're trans black, they're not cis black, they don't identify with the race they were assigned at birth, would you refer to that person as a black person? Is that person black? Would you say my black friend here to a transracial black person?
Well, I would never just outwardly say like a race when
Sorry,
I'm
answer my question. Answer the question.
I'm getting there.
If a person, no, you don't get to take 3 to 5 business days to get to answer my question. It's a yes or no question. If a white person had body dysmorphia and they identified differently to the race they were assigned at birth and they identified as trans black, they're not cis black, they're trans black, would the person be would you refer to, okay, I'm going to ask you one more time. If you start crashing out and refuse to answer the question, I'm going to drop it from the box. All right? So, would you refer to that person as black?
No.
Why?
I would refer to that person as black. Yes, I would.
Oh, you would? Okay, so you're a racist bitch. We're gonna go ahead and move on from Tristan. Type your ones and twos, guys. We are just looking to debate. So y'all heard it here first. Y'all hear the logic. So white people who want to be black are black, and he's okay calling them black. This is racism. This is where their logic takes them. Tristan, can I get your age?
I'm 25.
Okay. Are trans women women?
Well, I wanted to respond to what you had on the prompt.
Sorry, no. Are trans women
Well,
women?
why do you have that on the prompt if that's not
Sorry,
what you're
excuse me. You
discussing?
were in the comments saying that the Cambridge Dictionary makes trans women women, so we're gonna go with that. And
Okay.
also, we're
The Cambridge
discussing. We're
Dictionary and also
discussing. Sorry,
the World Health Organization. Everyone
Tristan,
says that trans women are women.
Tristan,
You
stop.
just don't because it's in your feelings. and you
Trans
feel
women
yourself.
are. Sorry, you're saying that trans women are women according to the Cambridge definition. What's the Cambridge definition? Go ahead and tell us.
Can I pull it up on the screen for you so you can read it?
I know what it is. I'll say it to you because I know
No,
it by
can I
heart.
pull it up on the screen for you?
If you'd like, but I already know it. So it's an adult
Perfect.
human who identifies as female, although they may have been said to be a different sex at birth. That's the definition, the trans-inclusive definition from Cambridge. Is that the definition you want to work with?
Great, you already know it.
Right. Okay. I'm telling you why it's a bad definition. What does it mean to identify
so now
as
you can
female?
cherry-pick
What is it?
definitions
What
on
does it
things
mean
you
to
don't
I?
like?
Sorry, Tristan. This is the time where you're gonna lose. So we're gonna go through this together. Give me just a second. Let me just really quick.
No, because you get to cherry pick your definitions. That's what
Can
you're
my
doing.
moms keep muting him while I switch my mic, please? One sec, guys. Right. So, anyways, why don't you go ahead and tell us? The definition is an adult human who identifies as female, although they may have been said to be a different sex at birth. What does it mean to identify as female? Because female is a sex. How does one identify as a sex female?
Oh, I'll just pull it up for you. That way I don't misspeak.
There's no
And
misspeak. I read it to you. I said it to you. I said it to you verbatim. I said it to you
Okay.
verbatim.
Also, Stanford says the same thing.
We're not gonna pivot to Stanford. Stanford does not say that, by the way. So Stanford has a completely
perfect.
different. Can I get
What does
W
that say?
gold in chat?
Go
All right,
ahead and read that
let's,
for me.
Let's put it on screen. All right. So it says, woman, a term used to describe someone who identifies as a woman or as feminine based on what is important to them as an individual, including gender roles, behavior, expression, identity, and/or physiology. Yeah, it's a completely different definition. The Stanford, the Cambridge definition, no. The Cambridge definition says a woman is a person who identifies as female. So they are not the same definition. So Stanford and Cambridge do not say the same thing. So you look like a dummy now. So can we get
I'll pull up
Goofy
the
in chat?
Cambridge one. What's this
So
Cambridge
hold on.
one
Okay,
say?
the Cambridge one says something completely different. I just told you. Okay.
I'm trying to pull it up. Sorry.
Yeah, look at the crusty ass hands though.
Crusty ass hands.
Yeah, look very rough. Been stroking the trans woman's dick so much, your hands get rough and coarse.
No, I have a fiance and a child, so I would appreciate it if you don't. make
Okay,
those
right. So it says an adult who lives and identifies as female, although they may have been said to consider a different sex. Did I not just say this? I'm sorry, people in chat. Did I not just quote this? I'm sorry. You put this. I just said this. I didn't have to look it up. I know what the definition says.
Okay, great. Why is that not a good definition?
Not the galaxies. Can I get W gold? Oh my god, they just loaded in the galaxies. Can I get W gold in chat for the galaxies? So
What?
right.
Why
so
is that a bad definition?
So hold on. So female is a sex. You can't identify as a sex, Tristan. So you can't identify.
Whenever
you can't
the World Health
identify.
Organization say that sex and gender are two different things, what do you have to say about that?
Okay, so if the
Now you're
World Health
disagreeing with
Organization,
science.
if the World Health Organization says gender and sex are different, then the definition you just pulled up disagrees with the WHO, because if gender and sex are different according to you all, then you can't say that a woman is a person who identifies as female. So you're contradicting yourself. So if gender and sex are different, why is the word female? So hold on. If gender, no. If gender, sorry, Tristan. Yeah, sorry, not your lie, Tristan. So if gender and sex are different, why does your definition of the gender woman have the word female in it then, Tristan? Answer me that.
What, someone who identifies with female traits?
No, that's not
You say that
what
to
the definition says. That's not what the definition says. The definition does not say a person who identifies with female traits. It says a person who identifies as female. Don't lie. Your definition says an adult human who identifies as female, although they may have been considered a different sex at birth. That was your definition. How can a person identify as the sex female if gender and sex are different? You're contradicting yourself.
I don't see how that's contradicting.
No words?
myself.
You can't speak English anymore.
God damn, Nate, you're so fucking disrespectful
Right. So
for no reason.
yeah, I'm so smart and you're dumb. Answer my
I'm not
question.
dumb. You're just being a
How
fucking
is it?
dick,
Sorry,
dude.
excuse me.
You're
Sorry,
just
your
sucking, bro.
definition. No,
Jesus
stop. You're
Christ.
pivoting. You're crashing out now. Don't crash out. Your definition contradicts your idea. Are woman and female separate concepts?
Yes.
Then
One's
why
a-
does your definition say? That a woman is a person who identifies as female? If female and woman are separate, the word female should not be included anywhere there. Uh-oh. Cat got your tongue? What happened?
No,
Your worldview came crashing down?
I
No,
don't know.
answer my question. If woman,
I'm trying to
no,
explain,
no,
but
no,
you won't even let me
no,
fucking
answer.
talk.
Okay, so answer the question.
I'm
Why
trying to fucking
does
talk.
what?
You won't even let me
So
speak.
why does so? Okay, so repeat the question that I asked you before you go ahead and speak. What's the question? And he left. Exactly. So let me tell you something about you people. You are the same people who talk shit about me. You guys make a lot of noise and you say that I'm a bad debater and I'm transphobic and I'm this and that and that and so on, so on, so on, so on, so on. But you just got proven wrong by me. Running around saying the WHO says gender and sex are different, then you pull up a definition of the gender woman and it says a person who identifies as female. Delusional. All right. Let's restart. We're going to do a quick restart. I want to come right back, guys. Come push the live, guys. You guys already know the drill. I mean, we can't do this without y'all. So we're going to go ahead and push the live when we come right back. So I'll see you guys in 10 seconds. Okay, guys? Testing, testing. Can you all hear me? Testing, testing. Beautiful. Here comes Goofy again.
Okay.
Sir, are you not tired of losing the debate? Why do you keep re-requesting?
Come on here and end it. Just to explain my ideology and then just leave it at that. The only reason that I say that trans women can be women, the only reason that you can wear that tank top you have on with the man titties that make you look feminine is because of trans women, and the only reason that you can sit there and act feminine in a public space is because
I'm sorry, I have to stop you because that's just so not true. Where are you people getting in your mind that the reason that men can wear tank tops is because of transgender confused men? Who told you that? I'm always baffled by it. I've never ever understood it. So no, that's not true. Trans women have had no impacts on gay rights or people's ability to express feminine and masculine in my country anyway. So that's not true. Yet again, you think trans women are women. Tell me what a woman is, Goofy. That's your issue right now. You don't know what a woman is.
We're gonna move past the trans woman thing because that has.
No, we're not. It's my topic. So you can move past my life if you don't want to discuss it. Is what you're gonna do. You're not gonna tell me what I'm gonna discuss on my own life. It's not yours. It's my life, right? So either you discuss the topic or you can get off. Can we all type "get off" in chat? You can get off if you don't want to discuss my topic. But this whole idea that gay people and lesbian people and bisexual people owe you or owe trans people some sort of credence, and that we're supposed to support everything that they say is just not true. Okay, and this is also goes to show the hypocrisy of you people. You guys pick and choose when the LGBTQI, whatever the fuck, the whole alphabet, the whole Wi-Fi password. Y'all pick and choose when it's a monolith. So when a gay person does something bad and people go, oh, look at gay people, you guys say, no, not all gay people think the same. But then a gay man or a bisexual man says, I don't think men can be women. And then you say, oh, you're supposed to all think the same. And we're all supposed to think trans women are women. You're part of the problem. So you can't pick and choose when the LGB is a monolith, and we're not a monolith, and we've never ever been a monolith. We don't all think the same. Okay? So yet again, you think trans women are women, but you don't know what a woman is. Make that make sense, sir.
Why do you try to present femininely?
Because I want to.
Because you want to?
Yep.
So why do trans women want to be women?
Because they're gender dysphoric and they have
no,
severe
because they
distress.
want to, right? Because that's how
okay,
they feel.
But the difference is, but the difference is that being feminine is something
There's
you
no
can
difference.
do.
The same way.
There isn't. No, I'll explain the difference to you. So being feminine is a presentation. Presentation is mutable. Your gender is not. So you can change the way that you express, but you can't change your gender. So I'm so sorry to inform you, but no. You can be feminine and you can present it a feminine way, but it does not make you a woman, and you cannot be a woman if you're a male, because a woman is an adult human female.
I never said that you presenting feminine was you wanting to be a woman.
I didn't
asked you,
say
why did
I
you
didn't
want?
say that I didn't say that you said I said that. I'm saying, making it very clear to you that being feminine is a mutable characteristic. Femininity and masculinity are mutable, man and woman are not. Okay? So you cannot go from becoming an adult human female to becoming an adult human male or vice versa. So that's the difference between what you to try to analogize. So I can be feminine because I want to, because femininity is a mutable thing. You can be as feminine as you like, and you can be as masculine as you like. Femininity and presentation is mutable, meaning you can change it. Sex is not. So trans women cannot be adult human females because humans are gonachoric species, which means we cannot change sex. Okay? So
That wasn't
that
my
answers.
argument, but
That
I
was your
was just
argument. You
asking.
said trans
No,
women are women because
when did I
Sorry,
try
excuse
to
me.
argue that?
Sorry, excuse me. You just said trans women because they want to be, and I'm explaining to you that being a woman is not mutable. Just because you want to be a woman does not mean that you are one. So being a woman is immutable, and being a man is immutable. Being masculine and being feminine are mutable. That's the difference. You can't compare wanting to express a particular way with wanting to be a particular gender. They're not analogous.
Well, in my opinion, I think you present pretty masculinely in multiple places. So I don't think you're trying hard enough, to be honest.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I don't have an aim to be masculine or to be feminine. Your society
You
is the
just
one
said
who
that you
puts
chose to be
society's
more feminine.
society. I was about to.
You just said.
I was about to explain. If you'd stop talking.
Well, when I try to explain, you
Okay.
go over me. But okay, go ahead.
It's my life, so I can't do that. So as I was saying, right, you're the people, society is the people who decide to classify how people look as masculine and feminine. I say we should do away with all those labels. Why are we labeling things masculine and feminine? There's no fucking need for it, right? Society is the one who says that you need to label lip gloss as feminine and long hair as feminine and short hair and trucks as masculine. I just express the way I express. People consider it feminine because people want to categorize people. I don't think there's any need for that categorization. Okay? So, it's making that very, very clear. Now, as I was saying, you have not told me what a woman is yet because you keep saying trans women are women, but you don't know what a woman is.
What's your definition of a woman?
I'm sorry, I asked a question. What is a woman? Oh my goodness! Can I get W Raff in chat? Can you shut the fuck up? I got a gift. Can I get W Raff in chat for the flying jets? Can I get W Raff? Thank you. I love you, Raff. Can I get W Raff in chat? Appreciate you, my love. Right.
A woman is a person who wants to identify as a woman.
That's a circular definition. So you're
It's
goofing.
just a social standard that we have. It's words that
Sorry,
we made up.
that does not describe anything. So I'm going to help you out. Since you ate dirt as a child, let me help you out. When we're defining a word, Tristan, we do not repeat the word that we're trying to define in the definition. It makes the definition circular. Okay, so you can't say, for example, that a child is a person who looks like a child, or a child is a person who identifies as a child. You're not describing, nor communicating, or conveying anything further than the word itself. Okay, so let's try this again. A woman is
a person who looks and acts feminine to me.
Okay, are there feminine women? Are there feminine men? Sorry.
Yeah, plenty of them.
Are there masculine women?
There are.
Okay, so acting and looking feminine does not make a person a woman. Next,
But
a woman
that's what femininity relates to, though.
Sorry,
right?
excuse
women.
me. Not so.
We
no,
expect women to be feminine, right?
But I didn't ask you what we expect of women. I asked you what defines one. So you're not answering my question. I said what defines women. Are there women who do not meet or adhere to social expectations in society?
Yeah.
And they're still women. Exactly. So expectations of femininity do not define women. Next. Can
But
you
if
tell
they
me what
wanna be men, then they
Sorry,
can be
excuse me.
men.
No, you have not defined that word yet. What does the word woman mean? It's not a person who identifies as a woman because that's circular, and it's not a person who looks or acts feminine because both men and women can be feminine and masculine. So that's not the
You tell me-
distinction
you
nor the
tell me
definition.
this.
No, I don't need to give you a definition. You said trans women are women. If you think trans women are women, you need to have a definition of that word, not me, boo boo.
But if I come up with, I just okay,
Sorry,
I just made
you
up my
said
own
that.
definition.
Okay,
I just made up my own definition.
and your
you said that's not the
definition,
same
and your
definition. Can you not- don't interrupt me.
and
Don't
your
interrupt me. I'm not
definition.
finished.
I will
I'm not-
interrupt you. Your definition was as shit as your relationship with your father, right? So your definition was garbage. Okay, so I'm gonna help you out. I explained to you why both your definitions didn't make any sense. Let me explain it to you one more time. Your first definition was that a woman was a person who identified as a woman. Twink of the year. You cannot define a word by repeating the word itself. It makes it circular. So you cannot say that. With that being said, your second definition was that a woman was a person who acts or looks feminine. I asked you whether or not men could be feminine and look feminine, and you said yes. Therefore, being a woman is not defined by being feminine or looking or acting feminine. Okay? So you made up your own definition. The definition was shit. All right, garbage. Now we're
But
gonna
that's
try
your
it again.
opinion.
Let's try. No, I gave you a
You
logical
asked me to
explanation.
make my
I asked
own
you for.
opinion.
I
And
asked you
your
for.
opinion,
No, we
and your
highlighted.
opinion is that
We
mine isn't right.
highlighted a logical inconsistency with the definition. Your definition was internally inconsistent. If there's inconsistency with the definition, you cannot go on believing that definition or using the definition if the definition has been proven to be incoherent. You said that women were people who act and look feminine. We debunked the definition by highlighting that there are men who can act and look feminine, and there are women who act and look masculine. So masculinity and femininity do not define nor distinguish men and women. Let's try it again. What is a woman, bimbo?
What is a woman? To me, a woman is the person who wants to be a woman, has a vagina. I mean, if you get the surgery to have a vagina, then you have a vagina. And if you want to act feminine, you want to be a woman, then you can be a woman.
I have a question. Are you retarded?
Am I retarded?
I think
I
you
don't
are.
know.
Because
I
I
think
just
that
went.
word- I
No,
think
no,
that's a
stop.
very-
I just explained to you why you. I don't care. I just explained to you why you cannot repeat the word woman in the definition of the word. You cannot say a woman is a person who identifies as a woman. You cannot say that. Okay? So you keep repeating that over and over. Isn't going to change anything. Okay? Now, trans women do not have vaginas. The surgeries that trans women get, their procedures do not accomplish a vagina. They simply invert the male penis. Inverting the penis does not make it a vagina. So no. Trans women do not have vagina. So if you're saying a woman is a person with a vagina, trans women are not women.
Okay.
Okay,
I don't
great.
have-
So what is a woman then? Goofy?
Oh my gosh, you keep asking me to.
Oh my gosh.
Can I say-
Answer the question. Sorry, excuse me. Twinkie
I just
Winky.
want to
Twinkie
say
Winky.
thank you to everyone in the
Twinkie
comments
Dixie.
saying I'm
Yeah,
super
sorry.
pretty.
Excuse me. Can you tell me what a woman is? So, by the way, this is a common example of pro-trans people and their inability to defend what they say. So this twink over here thinks trans women are women, but doesn't know what a woman is, right? So yet again, are you gonna tell me what a woman is, Twinkie Winky?
I will tell you what a woman is. A
Okay,
woman
so
is
go
not-
ahead and do it, Twinkie Winky.
Tell you what a woman is. It's not you.
Go ahead.
You want to be feminine so bad.
I'm not claiming to be one, so
Yep,
that's not
big ass head, forehead.
that's not okay. There's a crash out. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on because Twink of the Year is too busy sucking on trans women's dicks. He can't seem to realize where he is wrong. So we're gonna move on. Can I get your age?
18.
Okay, are trans women women?
Yes, they are.
Okay, why don't you tell me what a woman is? Go ahead. Y'all know what to type in chat, by the way.
A woman is someone who has excess chromosomes. And
So you're saying a woman is a human female?
no, an adult woman who
Okay.
has XX chromosomes.
I'm sorry. Which sex typically has XX chromosomes?
Woman.
Sex. Woman is not a sex. Which sex?
Women have
has
XX chromosomes.
Okay, which sex has XX chromosomes? No. You're a really bad representation for Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk would never be that stupid. Can I get your age, please?
Transphobic. Can you stop?
I'm not being transphobic.
Okay, whatever. Age?
Yeah, how am I being transphobic?
Because you're literally denying people's lived experience. I hope you know
No,
this
I'm not
is
denying
contributing
people's
to
lived
mental
experience. I completely. Let me make it clear, since maybe you didn't get it the first time. I am completely acknowledging and validating trans women's existence and lived experience as what, everybody? Men. How about that? So, trans women's lived experience is not being denied. Trans women's lived experience is that of men. There we go.
Now we're just being condescending and sassy.
No, we're not being
Debate.
condescending. We're being truthful. Okay, so trans women have a lived experience. I agree that their lived experience is valid. I validate trans women as men because that's what they are.
But that's literally contradictory because you're literally misgendering them.
I'm not misgendering them. I'm correctly gendering them. When you call them women, you're the one misgendering them. So sorry.
Okay, maybe we can debate and I could get you to the truth.
You could get me to the truth. How about you truthfully tell me what a woman is then?
Absolutely, just any person who identifies as a woman. Simple. You've been debunked.
Okay, that's a circular definition. It's very easy to debunk. You can't repeat the word woman in the definition. You can't say that a woman is a person who identifies as a woman. That's not describing anything.
The same thing as saying water is H2O. It's just using a synonym. I can use a synonym or a definition, whatever you'd like.
Sorry. Well, what is the synonym then?
A synonym to woman is just adult human person with a desire to live in accordance with a certain set of social and cultural characteristics typically associated with the female sex.
That's not a synonym. That's
Why
a
are
whole
we
other.
say- why are we
That's a
shaking
whole.
our dreads?
That's a whole other sentence. But okay. What are the social and cultural norms typically associated with the female sex that women desire to be in accordance with that men do not desire to be in accordance with?
Well, for like first and foremost, I mean that this includes like having like larger like I don't know if I'm allowed to say the actual word, but larger like chest area. Like men like don't desire to live in accordance with that. Like larger.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Okay. Are there women who
nipples.
don't? Are there also women who don't desire to have large breasts and get breast reduction?
Yeah, but they still
Okay,
originally
so then
have it,
desiring
they're
to
still
be in a,
women.
okay, so that's not a social and cultural characteristic that a person has to desire to be in accordance with that makes them a woman. So that's not an answer. So yet again, the question remains: what are the social and cultural norms typically associated with the female sex that women desire to be in accordance with, that defines them as women, that distinguishes them from men?
Okay, well, another one I could give you is just having like longer, typically having like smaller like waist areas.
Are there men who desire to have smaller waist areas?
Yeah, but the thing is,
So then that's not a necessary condition to
No,
be a
but they
woman. So
don't
that's
live in
not a
accordance
social
with
and sorry, I'm speaking. So that's not a social and cultural trait that only women desire to be in accordance with that make them women. You're saying that all women desire to be in accordance with particular sets of social and cultural norms that then are typically associated with the sex female. Give an example of social and cultural norms that are typically associated with the female sex that only women desire to be in accordance with that men do not desire to be in accordance with.
Okay, well, menstruation. I mean, even trans women have the ability to demonstrate this.
So it's trans women. Okay, trans women do not menstruate. That's one. And lots of women, I'm pretty sure most women on this planet do not desire to menstruate. Also, menstruation is not a social and cultural norm. That's a biological no, hold on. Menstruation is not a biological. It's not a social and cultural norm. Menstruation is a biological process. So one, you can't say that a woman is a person who desires to be in accordance with social and cultural norms typically associated with the female sex, and then use menstruation. Menstruation is biological. So that's not an example. So let's try this again. What are the social and cultural norms that women desire to be in accordance with that make them women, that distinguishes them from men?
Well, I feel like you're just appealing to incredulity because I'm giving you answers.
I'm not appealing. That's not. I don't even know what that is. But okay, no. I'm pointing out the illegitimacy of what you're saying. Your definitions do not make any sense. First, you said a woman was a person who identified as a woman, which was circular. You then said that a woman was an adult human who desires to be in accordance with a particular set of social and cultural norms typically associated with the sex female. I'm now asking you to now expound on those social and cultural norms and tell me what they are. Give examples of social and cultural norms that women desire to be in accordance with that define them as women. You said larger breasts. I said that there are lots of women who don't desire to have large breasts
and
because
larger
they want to
nipples,
have better
or NIP, whatever it's called.
larger nipples. There are lots of men who desire to have larger nipples.
What's your proof of that? I'm a man. I don't have that desire.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'll tell you. I'm a man and I desire to have larger nipples. My nipples are very small. There we go. So now, am I a woman now?
Are you mocking? I think you're just.
I'm not. I'm giving you my lived experience. I'm saying that I want to have larger nipples.
They can't be that large because if you identify as a cis man, right?
You didn't say I had to have large nipples. You said I have to desire to have them. I desire to have large nipples. Am I a woman?
But desire to live in accordance, not just desire.
Yeah, I desire to live in accordance with having large nipples. Am I a woman?
If you still have small NIPPLES, then you
you didn't. No, you didn't say the person had to desire and live in accordance with those things. You said it was a person who desires to live in accordance with the things, not a person who desires to and also does live in accordance with those things. You said a woman was an adult human who desires to be in accordance with a particular set of social and cultural norms typically associated with the sex female. So I desire to have big nipples. Am I a woman?
Well, that's not enough to be considered a woman. There's
exactly. So then desiring to be in accordance with that does not make you a woman. So
all
yet
those
again,
together.
What are the social? Okay, so a person has. Okay, do you think there are any men who can conjunctively desire to have larger nipples? By the way, do you think drag queens are women?
if they identify, yes.
No, you're shifting the goalpost. You didn't say that in order to be a woman you had to identify as one. You said in order you had to desire to be in accordance with particular
That's
traits.
not what shifting goalposts is.
That's exactly what shifting the goalpost means. Okay, so you're shifting the criteria. You didn't say a person was a woman. No, you didn't say a woman is a person who is a woman is a person is a woman. Sorry, if they identify as one, because we already clarified that that answer didn't make any sense. You said a person is a woman if they desire to be in accordance with social and cultural norms typically associated with the sex female. That's the definition. So I'm asking you, are drag queens women under that definition?
Well, you'd have to give me information about what drag queens have.
Is RuPaul a woman?
RuPaul, no. He's a cis
Okay,
man.
but he desires to be in accordance with smaller waists and big nipples. Have you seen his costumes before?
They don't have small... What? I mean, they don't have large nipples. What are you talking about?
You didn't say the person had to have them. You said the person had to desire to live in accordance with those things. RuPaul desires to live in accordance with those things for his caricatures and for his costumes and for his performance.
But how do... If it was the... If that was true... No, if that... Hold on, listen. Hold on. If that was true... Right, we would actually see it manifest. That's why I said when you
you see it manifest. You see it manifest in his costumes.
Well, sometimes, but that's temporary. It's not like he's permanently, actively living that out.
Oh, okay. So a woman who temporarily had big boobs but had to get them removed because she had breast cancer and no longer desires to have breasts, is she no longer a woman then because she doesn't have big nipples and she doesn't desire to have them anymore?
Sorry. Well, she's still a cis woman, but she can't be a trans
right
woman.
So then desiring to be in accordance with traits typically associated with the female sex does not make a person a woman, because a person cannot desire to be in accordance with those things and still be a woman, and a person can desire to be in accordance with those things and be a man. So your definition is stupid.
Okay, well, I think maybe
so you don't know what a woman is, but
I
think
do.
trans women are women. So you're okay, so tell us what a woman is then.
A woman is an adult human person with who lives and desires, and I apologize, maybe my definition before wasn't as clear, who lives and desires to be deemed what we socially view to be a female.
Okay, female isn't a social concept. There is no way that we socially view the concept of female.
My bad, not female, femininity.
Okay, are there women? Okay, are there men who live as feminine?
No, because they would be women.
You're just dumb then. Feminine men don't exist.
I'm not a
We're gonna go ahead and move on. Trans activist, can I get your age?
Madison, 19.
What's your date of birth?
July 12th, 2006.
Okay, are trans women Madison?
Yes, they are.
Okay, you all know what to type in chat. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what a woman is?
Referencing female in a dictionary definition of woman does not collapse the category of sex and gender. Cambridge reflects the common usage, while who defines sex biologically and gender socially. Your argument...
The galaxy.
Can I finish?
Claire, can I get your age?
Is this on? I don't know if this is on.
It is on.
Okay. It's not loading for me. 1 second. I'm 18. Born.
Okay. Are trans women?
Trans women are trans women are in the social construct of the word women.
Okay, all right. So describe the social oh, y'all know what to type in chat, by the way. Describe the social construct of being a woman to us, please, in a way that distinguishes it from the social construct of being a man. Let me sit back in my chair for this one.
So the social construct of being a woman is presenting yourself in a way that you choose to be called. You want to present yourself as sexually female.
Oh, presenting yourself as sexually female? Okay, guys. So women are sexual presentation now. All right. So,
No.
What does it mean to sexually present as female?
To display the characteristics of the female anatomy, like
What are the female anatomy that trans women present with that men don't have?
so they obviously you cannot actually display them since you cannot change your sex, but they attempt to present with.
I didn't ask you what they attempt to present with. You said that they present with females. You say they present sexually female. What does it mean to present sexually female? You said to present with particular characteristics. What are the characteristics that women have that are sexually female that men don't have, that they present with?
They present physically on the outside, that you see.
Describe the physical characteristics, love. Get there quicker.
Why are you... What? Okay.
Why are you moving so slow? Sorry, when you were asking, is it on? Were you talking about your brain? Because I should be asking you that now. Is your brain on?
Sorry, is your scale on, you fat ass?
Sorry, I'm skinnier than you, bitch. So like you eat pizza rolls for a living. Joshua, can I get your age?
18.
Right. Are trans women?
Yes.
Y'all know what to type in chat. We got a chaser. All right. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what a woman is? Why you hate women so much?
I don't. I want rights for all women.
Yeah, tell us what a woman is then. Go ahead. Since you want rights for all of them.
Someone that is.
Thank you, Andy. Can I get W Andy in chat for the
women.
galaxy? Appreciate you, Andy. And W Bleach. Don't drink it though. Go ahead.
Someone that's psychologically a woman.
That's circular. You can't say that a woman is a person who's psychologically a woman. That's circular.
No, because it's a psychological identity.
Okay, telling me that it's a psychological identity does not describe it. Okay, so it's a psychological identity. Oh, can I get a Andy in chat? Is man also a psychological identity? Thank you, Andy.
Yeah, it is. They're both psychological identities.
Okay, what's the difference between those psychological identities conceptually?
Well, they tend to have differences.
Didn't ask you what they tend to have. No, sorry, excuse me. I didn't ask you what they tend to have differences. I didn't ask you what the differences tendency-wise are. What defines them that makes them different? So what defines woman, the psychological identity of woman, from the psychological identity of man? That is the question.
Oh, it's a constellation of different things.
Okay, we're in space now. Okay, what are the constellation of different things that make women distinguishable from men definitively?
So there's patterns of different traits.
Like what?
And it's also a feeling as well. So you feel comfortable.
Can you describe the feeling of being a woman? These are all very vague answers that aren't telling me anything. Thank you, MB. Can I get a MB for the heart signal in chat?
If you're a woman, then you just feel like one.
That's circular. That's not describing anything.
No, because it's like psychologically.
Sorry, repeating that it is psychological does not expound or describe what it means. Tell me what it means. What does the word mean? What does the identity mean? You can't say being a woman. You can't say being a
different for everyone.
Okay, what's the common group of traits that women have that categorize them as women?
Feeling. Sometimes it's feeling comfortable in a body that has the female sex characteristics. Sometimes it is using she/her pronouns, things like that.
You can't define the noun woman by pronouns. Pronouns replace nouns. You don't define you don't define nouns by the pronouns used to replace them. So you can't define the noun.
Feeling comfortable being addressed in that way.
Sorry, feeling comfortable being addressed as she does not tell us what the noun woman means.
No, it's one of the things, as I explained.
That's not defining. That does not define. I'm sorry, Joshua.
I said.
You said you. Sorry, excuse me. You're not. You're not defining. You're not defining the noun. You cannot say a woman is a person who's comfortable being referred to as she, her, because she and her just refer to a woman or a girl. That does not tell me what the word means. You're just referring to the pronouns. What are the nouns? What does the noun mean?
You see, there's patterns. And there's different things, but it's not exactly
Joshua does not have an answer to the question, so we're going to move on. Oh my God, Joshua's back. Where do we find the gift goal? Oh, I don't have one set. I'm so sorry. We completed it before. Let me quickly change the gift goal. I should be updating it constantly, shouldn't I?
Hello again.
Right. You haven't told us what a woman is yet, so a little bit confused.
Yeah, so it's a mental thing. So you're confused between sex and gender.
I'm not confusing sex and gender. I didn't even stipulate my position. I asked you to describe it from your position.
Well, as I said, there are patterns it's not one thing. There are patterns, okay, and it's
What
a
are the
mental
patterns?
thing.
What are the patterns that all women follow that make them women?
Well, they don't. Not every woman has the same pattern, but there are patterns that correlate with each other.
That doesn't answer my question. How do you
And
know that?
also,
Okay,
you were saying something about
excuse me, are all trans women women?
yes,
Okay, what makes them all of them women psychologically?
they're because they have identified their psychology. They've identified their feelings
As what?
and as women.
That's circular. That's the problem. You can't say all trans women are women because their psychology says that they're women. That's a circular reasoning fallacy. You're not
It's
describing
different
anything.
for everyone. It's a complex
That does
thing.
not Joshua, this is the reason I kicked you the last time. You are not responding to anything I'm saying. You're just stating
Okay,
a
look,
little
what
talking
you
point. I'm
want.
still talking. You just state the little talking points that all you gender benders say every single day. You say gender is different for everybody. You say it's a social construct. You say it's subjective. We're not
I
disagreeing
didn't
with
say
any
it was a
of.
social construct.
Sorry, excuse me. That's what the difference is between gender and sex. So if you don't think it's a social construct, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I said it's
Anyways,
psychological.
okay, I'm sorry. When the difference between gender and sex is not a psychological distinction, it's a sociological distinction. So we are talking about sociology. No, as
Well,
I
I
was
have a
saying,
different
no,
opinion.
as I was saying, your definition does not make sense. You're saying that a woman is a person who identifies psychologically as a woman. That's not telling us anything.
Because what you want is a very simple definition. I'm saying the definition is not. It's a complex thing. Okay.
Okay, well, you're making it as you're literally drinking and draining the definition of its complexity when you say that it's a person who identifies as a woman. That is the least complex definition you can give.
And also,
There's
you
nothing.
said
There's nothing
something.
complex. There's nothing complex about the definition. A woman is
You
a
said
person
something
who
about
psychologically identifies as a woman.
you can't have a purple profile and support trans rights at the same time.
You
Is that what you said?
you can't think trans women are women and then also say that you're against or you support women. No, you don't.
Why not? Because what's happening in South Africa is a separate issue to trans rights.
No, the point is that the femicide happening in Africa is happening to women, actual women.
It's happening to cis women, yes.
We don't call we're not calling cis women. There's no such thing as cis women. There's women.
Well,
It's
that's the
happening.
scientific
It's happening.
definition.
It's happening to women. You cannot add the adjective cis to the noun woman if you don't even know what the noun means. So
No,
stop
because you
saying it's
need
a
the
scientific.
word-
So sorry. Can you tell us what the noun woman means?
You need the word cis because
This
you
is
need
where I
to know the
dropped you last time.
difference.
You're not engaging with anything I'm saying. We're gonna move on. We're closing for today. And thank you guys, by the way, for an amazing live. You guys are amazing. See y'all.